Welcome back to my channel, guys. Today I'm going to be showing you how to prepare and apply Chebe infused water to your natural hair for fast hair growth. And to make this, you're going to need a few things, including your Chebe powder and kaka oil. I have my graduated cup here for measurement. I have my pot here. You're going to need to use boiling water to infuse your Chebe so you can get the most out of the powder. So I have my powdered Chebe here, and I purchased this from my neighbor. I'm going to leave her details in the description box. I also purchased the kaka oil from her. This is about 100 grams of powder. For my hair, I actually used the entire container of powder, but I just measured it out to see how many tablespoonfuls it was, and I think it was about 5 or 6 tablespoonfuls. I used all of this, but the volume of your hair and how long you intend to use this infused water for will determine how much Chebe you pour into your hot water to infuse it. So I simply poured the Chebe into the boiling water, and then I stirred it and I let it sit for about 30 minutes to an hour.
Eventually, 1 hour later.
Once the time had elapsed, I brought back my pot, and I just want to quickly say that this infused water was so potent. I wasn't expecting it to be so dark in color. I know I used a lot of the Chebe powder, but apparently the water I used was too small for the quantity of Chebe that I poured into it. So what I simply did was to add more water to the Chebe powder and then reboil it, which kind of doubled the quantity that I got. So to sieve or filter this Chebe infused water, I simply used a handkerchief. If you have a cheesecloth, you can use a cheesecloth. If you want to double your handkerchief, you can also double your hanky. The reason I'm using just one layer of handkerchief is because I wanted particles to actually remain in the water while I sieved it, and then the fabric used in making a hanky is quite light, so you'll be able to sieve water right through it. So to secure my hanky to my graduated cup, I used a rubber band to prevent the hanky from falling into the cup, and then I sieved this directly into the cup. This is all the particles that came out of the pot, and like I said, I had to go ahead and scoop the Chebe powder back into the pot. And after scooping it back into the pot, what I simply did was to add some water into the Chebe powder that I scooped out of the hanky and back into the pot, and then I went ahead to reboil that. And you can see the quantity of water that I have here. It will give you this coffee brown colored water, and it wasn't even up to half of my spray bottle, so I definitely had to go ahead and reboil it so that I had enough to last me for quite some time. And when I say quite some time, I mean about 2 weeks to 4 weeks, because this would actually be easier to use considering the fact that I'm going to be using it as a hairspray. So I'm simply going to be spraying it on my hair regardless of the protective style that I'm wearing. So I emptied the water back into the pot, and I went ahead and reboiled this, and then I brought it back for receiving. For those of us who aren't familiar with Chebe powder and kaka oil, Chebe powder is a hair growth product which was popularized from Chad. It's used widely by women from Chad, and then kaka oil is a hair growth oil made popular by Sudanese women or Sudanese people. So these two usually go hand in hand, and they are mixed together for an amazing hair growth effect. Other benefits of Chebe powder and kaka oil as a combination include stopping or preventing breakage, adding shine to hair, increasing the volume of hair, and also helping with overall healthy hair growth. So here I have my Chebe infused water. This is the color that yours should be, which shows that you used authentic organic Chebe powder. And then I have my kaka oil here. Now this is how your kaka oil should look like. It should be dark, it shouldn't be light, and it should smell organic. That is how organic hair products smell. So both your Chebe powder and your kaka oil should smell like that. Otherwise, what you have is the opposite of what Chebe powder and kaka oil are. So apart from the kaka oil, I'm going to include Jamaican black castor oil and then olive oil to my Chebe infused water. And for olive oil, I use this Goya extra virgin cooking oil because I had run out of the cold pressed olive oil. This works well for me too, so I just put a little quantity of that into the water, about 2 tablespoonfuls of that into the water, and also about 2 tablespoonfuls of the cacao oil into the water, and 1 tablespoonful of Jamaican black castor oil into the water, and then I shook the bottle thoroughly, and this is what I had. I emptied the remainder of the infused water into this old bottle of Alberto VO5 conditioner, so I can use this too for as long as possible. And that's it for the preparation. Now let's move into the application. Now, to apply this mixture into my hair, I am going to quickly show you guys the bottle. Now, this is the infused water, and you can see two different colors of liquid in the bottle. The top part is the oil, and the oil just always gradually shifts to the top of the bottle. So if you're applying this, you have to continuously shake the bottle so everything mixes together. Otherwise, you'll be applying water to some parts of your hair and oil to other parts. Onto the application, I applied this on dry hair. My hair was basically waiting to be moisturized, and I also applied this on slightly old hair. I washed my hair about 4 days ago, so it wasn't totally fresh. I typically apply Chebe products to my hair once it's freshly washed, but because I couldn't do that here, I simply went ahead to apply it to my hair without washing. Also, my hair had some products in it, which was just Chebe butter, so since they are both of the same category, I was fine leaving the butter in my hair and going ahead to apply the Chebe infused water to my hair. Now, I had actually thought that I was going to spray my hair with the infused water and then seal with Chebe butter, but it turns out using the Chebe infused water alone is enough because there is oil inside it as well, and so that's basically enough to moisturize your hair. I tried applying the butter, but it was simply an overload of product. So to apply this to my hair, I'm going to do my regular chunky braids. Today I settled for chunky braids, and I did about 20 sections of braids. So I simply apply the products from my scalp to my ends. Yes, it's actually very safe to apply this product to your scalp. They typically say you shouldn't apply Chebe powder to your scalp for some reason, but for this one, since it's a liquid, it's perfectly safe to apply this to your scalp. However, what I can suggest if you don't feel comfortable adding this to your scalp is you can run a patch test. That's apply the product to a small portion of hair including your scalp and see how your scalp especially reacts to it, and if you have any reactions, you can stop completely or just apply the product to the body of your hair. And also, the benefit of using this infused water is that it leaves absolutely no buildup in your hair, guys. So it's basically like a hairspray that you apply to your hair and you go wherever you want to go. So I simply applied this to my hair and then I combed out the section and proceeded to braid it down. Doing this actually is beneficial to naturals everywhere and people who have hair everywhere that are trying to use Chebe but can't use Chebe because they only know it in form of the powder. Using this infused water form enables you to spray it on your hair and then put on wigs. If you like wearing wigs, you can spray it on your hair and then tie scarves. You can basically spray it on any protective style and move around very comfortably. And another advantage of this liquid is that it leaves no smell whatsoever. There are people who've told me they've used Chebe but could not stand the smell and so could not use it for as long as they needed to. So this actually has no smell whatsoever. And also, you can add more oils to your infused water than the amount of oils that I added. If you want to add oils that smell a little nice, you can go ahead and add them as well, but for me, I just did Chebe, cacao oil, and then olive oil and Jamaican black castor oil. So I basically applied this all over my head and then I braided up my entire head into sections all over the place. So that's basically it for the application. I'm definitely going to come back and keep updating you guys as I continue using this product. Like I mentioned, I'm going to be using it for about 3 to 4 weeks or 2 to 4 weeks, and then I'm also going to be checking out for other benefits that I experience, including lessening of hair breakage, softening of my hair, adding shine to my hair, and also seeing how well this aids my hair to grow. But for now, that's about all for this video. Please kindly leave all your comments in the section below. Let me know if this is a method you're willing to try, or if you know anyone that has tried this method and how it worked for them. Also, let me know if you are a fan of Chebe powder and cacao oil at all, or if you'd rather use some other form of hair growth treatments. I'm also going to update you guys on the reapplication method and on any other thing that I get questions about regarding this particular method of applying Chebe powder and kaka oil. For now, thank you so much for watching this video. By the way, this is all the quantity that I used. I used about a quarter of the bottle, so this particular bottle I can use for about 4 times, and that should be okay for me. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Leave a comment in the section below in relation to this video. Go ahead and leave a thumbs up for this video to help me with engagement, and share this video out with people whom you feel need to see it. Thank you guys. Bye.